While we're at it, I'm gonna grab a knife out of my case over here.
All right, we're live. What's up, guys?
What's up? I'm gonna be working on a new video today for tomorrow, but I wanted to ask your opinion on this. Like,
Yeah,
have you seen those knives that are like full Damascus with like crazy Damascus patterns, like Damascus Mokame pocket clips and back spacers? It's just like extreme full dress. Like, what's
just
your opinion on them?
blinged out.
Yeah, like super blank.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's definitely a point where it gets to be too much, for sure.
Mm,
Um, if I could afford something like that, would I buy? Would I buy one?
that's the
Uh,
question, right?
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it doesn't. I'll say this: I've seen a few, very few, that actually really aesthetically please me, but they're
Hmm.
it's rare. It's rare. It's kind of like it's almost like a sensory overload a lot of
Right.
times, you know. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I'm guessing you kind of feel the same way.
So it's I feel okay. So I asked this to Maddie, Matisfaction, right? And he had a really good response that kind of got me off guard, um, and kind of changed my viewpoint a little bit. Generally speaking, I'm like you, right? Like it's a cacophony of details. So like there's no place for your eye to rest, right?
Yeah,
Like if you have a nice plain blade and then you have like Damascus scales, like cool, right? Because like my eyes can rest on the blade.
yeah.
But Maddie also made the point, whereas, or what he said was that it's kind of like a show off piece for the capabilities of that maker, right? Because he
That
takes a
makes
lot
sense.
of risk. Each one of those parts are so insanely expensive. That's an opportunity for that person to make like a supercar version of their concept.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
that's a good
So
materials
point.
are very expensive.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. How you doing, CPM? Long time no talk, dude.
Oh man, last night was hilarious.
Yes, it was. Dude.
But yeah, I don't. I like just a little hint here and there, like a nice Damascus. Yeah, like exactly like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. Sometimes it can be too much. Hints of Timascus is good enough on most pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just little like pomp of material change.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
uh,
it's interesting because like Maddie made me appreciate the effort that goes into those kind of like crazy, knives, but um it's still not visually something like if I put it on my shelf, like would I really appreciate it? And I'm like, not so much,
yeah.
you know?
It's more of like it's more of like a cerebral thing. You're like, okay, I know how much work went into this, and it took them a lot of time and a lot of precision, so you can appreciate
Yeah.
it. But to your eyes, you're like, man, that's a little blingy. That's a little
Mm-hmm.
it's a little much.
I think it also has to do with the fact that a lot of these materials they're polished.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's shiny and
It's
yeah.
It- yeah, just too much.
it's very true. I think it would be different, for example, if you had Damascus scales and they were micro milled, and then
That'd be
you had
sick.
a Damascus blade, right? Like
Right,
that
kind of just to
may
like break up the glare a little bit.
exactly. I think that's a good insight, actually, CPM.
I haven't seen too much of that. I know I've seen one or two maybe. I can't think of one where there's
So
micro
the
milling.
yeah, CPM, you just bought a knife from a guy who does a lot of micro milling, even on Timascus. Um, no, you got it before you got the Chavez.
The RJ,
No, not RJ. He's I think he's South American or
South
South
American,
African. South
South
African.
African. I think I only have the Palladium.
Maybe I'm struggling to remember the guys. It's funny because I follow him, but like my memory is shit with names.
I think that's the only South African maker I own at the moment.
Okay, maybe not
JD
him
Van
then.
Deventer.
No. Anyways, not important.
Yeah, I think I think it'd be a cool thing to do. I don't know. I think the shiny high polish is definitely a fad. Maybe not a fad, but it's something that a lot of people like. Personally,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan. What do you think about that high polish, like mirrored stonewash look? Have you seen that?
Yeah. I
It's
don't know.
like it looks
CPM,
like
what are your thoughts?
I don't know. It looks like a full mirror, but with like but someone just kicked it around in the rocks for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
like they meant to mirror polish it and then dropped it and said fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird look. I don't know. Maybe
I
I'd like it
feel
if I
if
saw
you're
it in
gonna
person.
go so yeah, if you're gonna go so far as to like damn near mirror polish the thing, mirror polish it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Mirror
Um,
polish and then yeah, they just throw it in the tumbler. That's gotta hurt, man. All the work put into to mirror polishing it. Fuck.
yeah, dude. See, and there's an old guy who he's no longer in the like active in the community, but like he used to like his whole collection was knives like this.
Yeah, Dr. Funky was part of what got me into full dress stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like everything that he not everything, but I would say like 80% of what he had was like crazy full dress, you know, full Timascus,
Damn.
scales,
Yeah.
Damascus blades, you know.
Yeah. See,
Uh,
of those three, I'm into the top one most. I like the little, the pivot collar, the accented pivot collar, and then just
Yeah,
the
that's
plain
a
black.
Nazi and more opiate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good balance right there.
Or he'd have stuff like this. I don't mind because there's at least
That's
some like rust area.
Todd Fisher launch
Yep.
Yeah.
or
You
lash.
know,
I don't remember. Does it say
lash,
lash or launch? Lash?
lash.
Yeah, launch is
Yeah.
a bigger knife. Yeah.
So he's the one that really was like prominent with this style back in the day.
Okay.
Um, and he was a neurosurgeon. So the dude had he had means to spend this kind of money.
Oh
This is
yeah.
where I kind of draw the line though. This guy. This
Oh,
one was a little too much.
Well, Marissa,
I
that's a good.
mean,
Yeah,
I can appreciate it, but I don't think I would buy it.
Yeah.
Even if I could.
I think
Oh, wait.
everything looks good before the bolster.
For me, yeah, it's either the handle scales or the
It's
bolster have got to
it's definitely the
go.
handle scales. The Mokutai bolsters they work.
Right.
Just the handle material. You have orange and yellow and
Yeah.
black. That's just no. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I never forgot this guy. I mean, like, dude, he was active like 4 years ago. If you like look at when his uploads were,
Did he
you
just
know,
stop making videos or what?
yeah, stop making videos. He actually deleted his Instagram.
Huh.
Like, you can't find him on Instagram anymore.
That's weird.
But
Yeah, I decided to
he,
focus on family.
okay, that makes sense. There's a
Yeah,
couple of guys like him, and there's I believe like an Singaporean guy by the name of like XO. Both of them back in the day were like purveyors of like crazy full dress stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you
I
So
mean
do you own
it has a
any
place.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. What were you
Like
gonna say?
in art knives, especially.
Yeah.
Do you own any Damascus, Sharif?
No, not currently, believe it or not, actually. If I did, I'd want something really like special, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Some Damasteel or some like Sandmine, crazy stuff, I wouldn't like I had a Civivi McKenna with a Damascus blade for a little while, and then like the etch was so light that I was kind of like, what's the point of this? Yeah, that exact one.
Well, they had a darker and then a lighter one.
I had the lighter one,
Oh yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah,
It also depends on what pattern you get.
yeah.
Some patterns don't work. The most
No,
popular one
that's
that people use is they either use the Hokkaido or the Vinland Damasteel.
mm,
That's the crazy one, with all the swirls and stuff. And then the
yeah.
Hokkaido is the one with the concentric circles.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, dude, that McKenna was a really nice knife, actually.
I
Like,
love this thing,
I,
man.
I passed it on to a friend of mine, and I still kind of regret it because it's a well done design. There's no question about it.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'd like to get more of his designs. I actually have a Kaiser Soze on the way.
Nice.
You've seen that crazy dagger looking one?
Mm-hmm.
So is that the one that looks like a rhombus when deployed?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, let me pull it
all
up.
right.
Apparently they don't make it anymore, but Diener found a couple on eBay and grabbed one for me.
That's
Nice.
a pretty old knife, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It
is an older
is.
one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was like that, yeah. Okay. Unless they came out with a new one, that would be kind of cool if they did.
I wonder.
Dude,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
like,
kind of curious about Isham's designs. If like can his designs be made anymore? I wonder.
Well, let's see. Israel got the family's blessing to make another run of Plexus, so
Oh, okay.
I assume that if they ask the family, it should be okay. Is it in their best interest to do so in terms of marketing? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
unless
it's a
they
crazy knife.
really
Look
made a
look how
statement.
much blade steel is. There's like, I feel like this could snap off really easy. I mean, it's not a hard use
Yeah.
knife, but
It's a pretty
that's
cool
what it
looking
would do.
flipper, though.
It
It
is,
is.
man. Yeah,
It
what a
is a
wild
dope knife.
design. We were talking about daggers on here a while ago. I still think that the arch nemesis is the best folding dagger, but that arcane one is really really sick too. I forget what it's called.
The
Yeah, that's one of
antimatter,
my yeah, that's one of my favorites.
the
But
Yeah,
antimatter is pretty cool. I just think that Israel should have made the blade a little bit thinner. It is kind of wide.
yeah,
So it looks, and it's a long knife. Don't get me wrong, but it looks short because it's chubby.
it's definitely a stout
Yeah,
blade.
yeah, it
correct.
is. Yeah. Do they are they
Yeah.
ever gonna make? They're gonna make these again at some point or what?
Yeah, he's doing another run third quarter of this year.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
there's
just has to
a
get
V2
he has
coming.
to get the crypt out of the way this week, and
Oh,
then he has room to work on the antimatter. Yeah.
see, this looks sick with the Damascus blade and then just the plain, anodized tie. That
Oh
looks
yeah.
good.
Dude, you know what I'm looking for is a Wee Knife Arrakis.
Which one?
And like almost any one. Just not the blue ones. I think they're kind of cheesy, but um
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man.
it's hard to find. And
Yeah.
They are hard to find. I don't regret selling my Damasteel Arrakis, but I do miss it.
yeah, dude. The
Yeah.
Arrakis, and then there was the one that came before it, the think it started with an E. I have like eBay alerts for whenever they come up for sale.
B. Welsh says available on their site right now. What site? On the Wii site? Oh,
Yes,
the Eschaton.
the
That's what it is.
Eschaton.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so I have this suspicion that the Aracuses are being bought because nobody can find an Eschaton.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I mean, if I had my choice between the two, I'd go with the Eschaton.
This
but-
one's in stock right now. This carbon fiber one.
Really? Dang,
409.
$400.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy markup.
Dude,
I paid
they were like,
$680 for mine, Damasteel.
dang. The ones, like even the ones that we was selling before, that was like 340, 350.
Oh,
So
really?
like,
Just save your money for the GTC.
oh man. I know. I plan on getting the GTC and the Civivi, the Wii and the Civivi GTCs. I actually told Wii to send them to me like early, or I asked them to. I was like, if you want a good review, you'll send it to me, man.
Yeah, I mean they're similar, but yeah, I think I like the Eschaton better too.
The Eschaton is a bigger knife.
Is it bigger? Okay.
Yeah, that thing is like 4 inches.
It's got more of a solid backspacer too.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a sexy beast.
Fuck yeah.
And this is like the thing that I really love about the Arrakis and the Eschaton was like that was in a time where a lot of the Chinese manufacturers were willing to go a little like harder in the paint on like just crazy proportions, crazy grind.
Yeah. They were really trying to improve their position in the industry for sure.
Yeah. And like now they've gotten comfortable.
Yeah. Again.
And right. And like we need stuff like this, you know?
Yeah.
We need like crazy stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know for a while before Isham passed, like you could not get anybody to spend $350 on an Arrakis. Like the market got saturated, right?
Yeah.
But the second he passed, like, dude, you couldn't find one like anywhere.
Yeah, so same thing with a lot of other makers too. Like, for example, when Bob Loveless passed away, his fixed blades were in the range of $1,200 to $3,000, expensive, but still attainable. If you were to get an unadulterated Bob Loveless Bowie today, it would cost you like 6 figures.
Jeez.
Jesus.
So the price appreciation definitely goes parabolic once the maker is out of the game.
Yeah. Which is crazy, man. Like, could you imagine spending 6 figures on a Bob Loveless Bowie now?
Yeah. Not too long ago, Sharif, there was a Christie's auction for one of his full dress Damascus Bowies with a rosette inlay. That thing sold for $1.2 million.
What? Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude, that's painful. I mean, like, I guess if it means something to you, like, cool.
Right.
But
yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, you know that Loveless is gone and he's not around to make another one. It's basically a game of scarcity. That's the game we're playing in the custom world. Yeah.
100%.
Well, since we're kind of on the subject already, we could bring this guy up.
What is that? Is that a push stagger?
Basically,
$675.
What kind of steel is it? D2?
D2.
Yes.
Oh my God, Bastian, what are you doing, man? God, I am such a huge fan, but this is going a little far.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I own a
The-
lot of Bastinelli blades. Like I own Karambits, I own Ice Picks, but this is just whoa.
Whoa.
I don't know where
Hold
he
up a
like his
minute.
pricing gets crazy sometimes.
If you get a Raptor R right now, it's half that. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Unless that's a custom, then
I think
that's
it is
different.
A custom. It is a custom.
Okay, if it's a custom, that's different.
But still, I mean,
You're right. Still, he could have used better steel. Like, why didn't you go with a tougher steel? Right? Why D2?
Right.
Right? So,
Exactly.
I mean, an argument can be made for that. But yeah, that's a custom that I would expect that, but not for D2. I'm sorry. That's a personal choice.
Dude. Like
I mean, I guess it comes down to your, personal preference, but I wouldn't pay $100 for that.
No. God, no. Like there are some, what's, dang, why am I blanking on people's names today? But there are several like custom makers who are making really excellent folders, really like precision stuff for $25 more than this. And you're getting it in like a premium steel, titanium, zirconium inlays, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this guy is basically giving you a freaking water jet cut piece of D2 with G10 scales slapped on it for like $675, dude. That I don't know. It's insulting, man.
It's crazy. And then this one. This is almost even more mind blowing to me. This one right here.
Oh yeah. Tracker Dan. I don't get that at
What?
all.
I just I don't understand. What's going on?
Yeah, that's
why
tough.
is
That's a
this
tough sell
thing?
for me. It feels like it feels like no effort went into making it.
Yeah.
He just took a piece of scrap that was on the bench floor.
Yeah.
And decided to make a knife out of it
and sell it for $1,000. Yeah.
Well, $1,000, it's probably consigned, so somebody owned that and sold it.
It looks dirty, yeah.
Did they get it for $9.95? I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
I don't understand. Okay, let's say tomorrow you go to a knife show. There's this guy Tracker Dan who's been on TV and whatever. He's famous, and he puts this in front of you for even like $200. Like, are you going to spend that money? Are you going to spend that money for like $100 for that thing? Like,
nope. No.
I don't think so.
Let's be honest. Yeah,
because the lifespan of that piece of metal is short.
It is.
Yeah.
Incredibly short. No sharpening choil, just a literally just wrapped in paracord with like a freaking Kydex sheath with rivets in it.
Now, however, there are pieces out there, like if that was from like a tank that was blown up by the Nazis and they made a knife out of it, then maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I still would have a threshold of maybe like $100, $200.
Yeah.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
This is where the discrepancy between price and value comes into play.
100%.
But so, who is Tracker Dan, anyways?
I have no clue. I don't know who he is.
He's some sort of like famous dude. Like he's been doing like bushcraft survivalist stuff, but that's the extent I know about him. But apparently, he's doing a collab with Trizola.
Huh. Really?
So yeah, apparently.
Cool.
I'd be interested to see that.
Well, I hope Trizola stays in the driver's seat because, like, Tracker Dan does not have an aesthetic that really impresses me.
No. Nope. Does he make? Is this a folder? Yeah. Huh.
So what's your guys' opinions on the price discrepancy between fixies and folders?
Who?
Is it justified? Because I feel
Sometimes.
like one is undervalued than the other's overvalued.
You mean fixed blades being cheaper than folding knives or more expensive than folding knives?
Cheaper.
Cheaper. I don't know.
Like
I
for
guess
example, I like Shiros, right? I'm willing to dish out $2,200 for a Shiro, let's say, right? I've done it, but there's people out there that are ABS mastersmiths and they forge their own Damascus. They build everything from the bottom up, and they sell for 1,800.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I think that's cool, man. I think that's really cool. You know.
So I'm just wondering, do they follow a different pricing model, or?
I think part of the challenges with fixed blades versus folders is when you get into folders, you're now starting to deal with tolerances and precision that
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with fixed blades, and that element like twists the cost versus value thing, you know. Now, having said that, where a lot of the fixed blade guys make up that difference is in, let's say, like copper infused sand my Damascus with like mammoth and like 200-year-old bog oak, handle scales and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
go kind of like nuts on the materials, and then that bridges that gap. Like, that one that I always show you from Baker Forged Knife and Tool.
Oh
That's just like this guy here. Like, I'd be willing to pay several thousand for that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
without breaking a sweat. You know what I mean? But you're paying for just the craftsmanship, the leather sheath with the stingray inlay and stuff like that, the mammoth on the bolster, blah 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 blah. But when you get into folding knives like that Shiro, you're talking about making 1,000 knives with like, less than a tenth of a millimeter precision. And that's like a whole other beast.
Yeah. I think fixed blades or folding knives are more of like a kind of an engineering marvel, like a really nice folding knife that just has the right tolerances and everything is perfect. And fixed blades are more of like a craftsmanship marvel. You know what I mean? Like the time that went into it, and the hand working and all that stuff.
So what would you grab in a bug out situation though?
A fixed blade, probably.
That's where my thought, like, that's where I run into problems. I'm just like, if I'm buying all these folders and the first thing I grab is a fixie in a bug out situation, why am I buying all these folders?
Well, yeah,
dude.
But all you really need is one good fixed blade, and you're good.
I see. For me, I do both. I have a CPM3V fixed blade that I'll grab, and I'm gonna grab my big ass Emersons, for like my folding knives. So, like, by the way, that's even a funny thing, like, kind of that came up the other day when I was talking to Shane, Edgy American. A lot of people like bag on Emerson, right? But dude, let's say you have to bug out tomorrow. You're not going to find Torx bits in the wild.
No, you're not.
The fact that this uses standard screws, a straight edge here and then cross, head Phillips.
Yeah.
For the back screws, that this makes this a tool that I can literally leave the house with tomorrow, drop everything behind me, and I can find, what I need to service this knife.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, a lot of people bag on that, but it's for me, it's within that same spectrum. That's why I was like, I'm gonna
So
grab an
Sharif, you're telling
Emerson
me
and
you
my
would.
fixed blade.
So Sharif, you're telling me you would grab a 308 over a 6.5 Creedmoor?
Yeah. I love my 308.
Even though the Creedmoor is a superior round.
It is superior, but it's also rarer
Yeah,
and
you're right. You're right. I'm just
in a, in
asking.
a yeah, in a shit hits the fan situation. Like I had a choice when I built my AR-10 to
Uh huh.
go 6.5 or 308. I went
Uh huh.
308.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I
heard a
put my
rumor
money
that
where
the military was slowly switching over. I'm not sure.
they are. They're
They are.
moving
Okay.
over to a 6 millimeter combined round that can be used
Got it.
in their
Interchangeably.
in their new
Cool.
platforms.
That is cool.
So yeah,
So
dude.
you would grab that folder, Sharif, if you had to go and just grab one folder?
Not this one. Let me go grab you. I'll show you the folder I'd grab. I mean, I'd take this one too if I could fit it. But
Those aluminum scales on that Kubi look really good, Duty.
Oh, the momentum?
Yeah, I like
Oh,
it.
thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. I gotta
Are you
perfect
gonna
it a little bit.
polish it up some more? Or you gonna
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to make it too shiny because then it's just gonna show every little scratch. So I don't know yet. I'm still
look
kind
at
of.
what he did? You see what he did to your momentum?
I did, and I love it.
It looks badass, man.
It does.
Yeah, man.
Love
I
it.
would totally buy one of these in titanium or something.
It's the momentum we've all been waiting for and
I
need.
know. I just
It's
need
a
to
one of
tap
one for now.
yeah. I just need to tap the liners for the pocket clip, and I need to get an end mill so that I can get the right hole for the pivot. Right now, it's just I just made a hole with a regular drill bit, so it's not flat at the bottom. You know.
Okay.
So I need to do that. I just made these just to see if I could do it. So I need to get like an end mill bit and make another pair. But
Hell yeah, dude. No, they turned out great. I've told Duty that, man, like on more than one occasion. It's like, oh
Yeah,
man,
that thing's
we
sick.
need to like send that over to Kubi and say, look, dude, you guys are
Yeah, come
sleeping.
on.
People are making them for themselves now.
That's how much we want them. Dude, so many people have hit me up asking me to make them some. So yeah, dude. I mean, they would sell so quick if they did that.
Right?
So quick.
So check it out. This is the Emerson that I would take with me.
Oh, nice.
That is a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CQC 15 recurved Tonto tip, pure fighting knife, mixed with just utility.
Yeah.
This is
And you
what I
got the
grab.
wave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in a defensive situation, if I can't deal with it with my pew-pews, then I got this guy. And
Yep.
it's funny. I'm thinking about sending this guy out to get the po' boy treatment. So like titanium bolsters, thicker titanium liners,
That'd be sick.
yeah, make it all as far as Emersons go, like full dress.
Yeah. Do they always use titanium liners?
They do.
That's
They
cool.
do. Yeah, that's why all Emersons when they come, they have lock stick like crazy, but you keep
It goes
on.
away. Yeah.
Yeah,
It goes
it
away pretty
goes
quick.
away.
Oh, they
I
don't use
have
inserts?
no, not at all.
Okay.
But I have like 4 Emersons.
I take that over a
Yeah.
K-bar.
This guy, and I also have a mini A100, and
That's the
all
one
of
I've
them
been thinking about
started.
getting.
The
Dude, you
A100?
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if you want an intro to Emerson's and an intro into V chisel grinds, 100%. Like I love V chisel grinds personally. Like you'd be surprised because they have so much behind the edge, but they just laser through material. It's really crazy.
Yeah, that's tempting. Because I've been thinking about getting an Emerson, and I was scrolling through their
Has
site,
that?
and
Yeah.
that A100 was the one that really jumped out at me.
Yeah.
Has Emerson moved up into the premium steels yet, or is he still stuck in the 154 cm?
154 cm, man. He
Okay.
literally has a deal with like Crucible where he just buys all their inventory.
That's pretty funny.
I'm fine with that. That's fine with me.
If he's using
Uh,
154 cm, I would love to see some hand rub satin work.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Dude, he does occasionally, like he'll do like for St. Patrick's Day, or like he'll when he does his like handmade customs, you'll see some hand rubbing coming out. Sometimes I've even seen like S35 VN and stuff like that. So, dude, here you go.
Oh, you got it right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. And even
see?
if like
That's better than a tactile turn, in my opinion. Rockwall,
double
sorry.
extra large hands, and I still can get full four fingers, or
Okay,
if
so
I
it's not
choke
that
back.
many.
Yeah. So it's the
Yeah, the
mini
Super
is a
Karambit is
decent
huge.
size.
I own 3 Super Karambits. They're huge.
But dude, yeah, if you're on the fence, online sale only. Hold on, what's the price?
190.
Oh, dude.
Is that a lot?
Yeah. No, that's a good price,
Oh, that's a
actually.
good price. Okay.
Yeah, they're usually like around 210 if I'm not mistaken. So
What about these? This I can get stonewashed. What's the thunderstorm?
Thunderstorm is that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a new dark washed finish.
Okay. I like stonewash.
Yeah. Yeah, the Stonewash is the classic for sure. But dude,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this on the list, man. I like the look of it.
I absolutely love it. Oh, and by the way, if you do want the Schmuckatelli little bead, like the signature Emerson bead, don't buy it from him because he'll charge you $15 for this with some paracord. You can get these beads on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
All of my Emersons, I put the bead on. So, and I'm not usually a bead guy, but it's Emerson.
Yeah, I was like, Sharif, you don't do doodads.
No, I don't.
I think the only one I have right now is on my McBee. I put a Doom talked me into getting a Timascus bead on here.
Nice.
And it does look pretty good, I gotta say.
So, what's the verdict? Was it a good purchase that day?
The Timascus?
Yeah, the scales, remember? You bought it that day?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah, these are amazing.
It's funny because I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I never thought about the McBee before, but like Timascus scaled McBee that Duty has is super dope.
Dude, it's so sick, man. I love this thing. It's an overpriced knife. I think it's like $160.
Yeah.
But once you look at it, man, it's made so well, and
it's unique.
Yeah, it's absolutely unique.
And you can say that it was the first mini Ojimbo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, before they release it, when's that thing coming out? Like what, fourth quarter?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did they
something
say?
like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
The speaking of new Spydercos, the Warncliffe Little Native, I've really been loving. This thing is pretty sweet. Yeah.
I love the lit. You know what's really funny is like I'm a dyed in the wool like big ass knife guy, you know? Like I mean it's a lot to do with my hands, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's something about having look at the difference between this CQC 15 and the mini A100.
Gosh.
Like right? there's something about just a good, nice, smaller EDC knife that I don't know, makes me happy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need a sword to do like minor stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
That's part of my
Even-
problem. I love big knives, but most of the time it's just like I have no use for it.
Yeah, and sometimes it actually is kind of makes opening a package like more cumbersome because
Yeah.
you're sitting here like freaking 3 feet away from it, trying to open
Yeah,
the damn
I'm just gonna use the tip.
thing.
I was thinking about carrying just the McBee for like a week and see if I could do all my cutting tasks with it. I bet I could. I really think
I'm
I
sure.
could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use knives to cut rods, or do you use clippers?
Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't use a knife probably. I mean, you probably could, but
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like here's speaking of big ass knives. I don't know if I've shown you this one before, Duty.
I don't think
The
so.
most complicated folder I have ever seen.
This
Why?
is a Wee Blackow by
Blackow.
Miguel Barbudo.
So many ways to hurt yourself.
Just to give you a sense of scale, that's it versus the CQC. It's even bigger, right? And this
Show
is
them the
this
fancy
is,
schmancy.
this is just a big knife. But here's the thing with this, okay? It has almost like a backlock, but it's what's called a window lock. So there's like the lockup mechanism.
Yeah, I see that.
Right there. But here's the stupid part. Great knife, love it. Should have been done on bushings. But we, of course, had to put everything on bearings. So when you disengage that lock, it's a freaking guillotine. And here, I got to keep my fingers out of the way. But if you don't open it with enough force, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It'll bounce off that lock.
That's
dangerous. It's the Evo 1.0.
So you got to kind of like, get it to this point, flip it over, get your fingers out of the way, and then rotate it to like close it one-handed.
The second most dangerous knife in the world.
Right.
For the user.
But I do love it though. It's so nice, and just the way he did the clip point blade is just sexy.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, like that's a full-handed knife for me.
What's the overall length on that?
I don't remember, but big.
It's got to be like what, 10, 11?
I don't know if it's quite 11, but if this helps give you a reference, this is it against like an XOM.
Oh yeah, that's massive.
Yeah. Like it's probably the handle is like a full inch longer than it, But yeah, I love this thing.
Yeah, that's sweet. I don't think I've ever seen a blade swing shut that quickly.
Right. It should have been done on bushings, man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of those knives that should have been done on bushings. For sure.
Here's the thing. I have a Skiff. Skiff makes like bushing replacements for bearings, right?
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to disassemble the knife again because just the fact that it's kind of like a pseudo backlock. Backlocks are such a pain in the ass to like install the lock while putting tension on it and to get all the shit lined up. It's just like I don't use this enough to justify putting in that effort.
All right, here's a sneak peek for you guys.
Oh yes.
So, do you know which one you're getting, Duty?
You mean the Tanto or the drop point?
I mean, like, there's different versions too. There's carbon fiber scales, G10, Thai Mascus, Bokutai.
Oh, probably just the plain Thai.
Okay. This is a silver bullet.
Chavez gang.
Yeah.
How's the detent on that kickstop? How does it feel?
God, it feels amazing.
Really?
It's incredible. I can't say more. Oh God, I can't say enough good things about it.
All right.
It's so good. It's so
I will
good.
say the way they handle would open it up again. CPM. Yeah, the way they handled the plunge, getting into like a nice extended flat here is so slick, honestly.
Yeah.
Like because I do like to choke up on my Chavez, and having just that little extra support from the blade looks like so comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
made me rethink whether or not I should pick one of those up.
I know.
You know?
I've been kind of on the fence, but seeing you snap that open just now, I could tell it's got a snappy detent.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
D10's crazy.
How much
Dude.
are they? And are they still
that-
available?
I got this one in a private sale. This particular version, there's only 50 of.
Okay. What about
So
just
this
the
was
0.5?
420 out the door.
Okay.
Dude.
Not too bad.
It's that kickstop premium, man. You
Yep.
get that extra whop. But yeah, Chavez gang.
Yeah.
Do you have a Chavez? Oh yeah, you do.
I got
Yeah.
the scape. This is my only Chavez, the scapegoat, and I really like it, but I want to get a liberation.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, this is sick though. This is the deepest finger trail I've ever seen. Like it's nuts, dude. It's like your knuckle is almost all the way in there past the edge. It's crazy.
Damn. That's awesome.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I need a kick stop now.
Have you ever experienced kick stops before?
No, never. No.
Dude,
That would be a
it's
good opportunity too.
Yeah.
It's a super innovative mechanism.
Yeah,
And it's when you disassemble and you look at how they did
it's
it,
ingenious.
it's so simple. It is completely ingenious. Like
Yeah, there's no stop pin.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the kick stop mechanism works as the stop pin, both open and closed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's
Where
crazy.
do you pre-order them from? Are they dropping at a bunch of retailers? Or
All
what?
right, so if you want to buy it right now, I think Thon V Nguyen has a couple silver bullets left. You have to contact him through Instagram.
Okay.
If you want a regular one, I think he has those too. But you really want the silver bullet because there's only going to be 50 of those.
Yeah.
And I mean the price difference.
Yeah, I think a regular one's like 410. A silver bullet's not that much more.
Yeah.
What is it?
B Walsh, I
So
agree.
THNVNGUYEN.
Hold on,
He's
yeah.
Vietnamese.
You're gonna have to start over.
So hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So he's THANHVNGUYEN on Instagram. All one, no spaces. All one letter. All one word.
Got it.
Like
Yeah.
he is
So
the
contact him.
first.
Contact him before Friday, and he will sell you one on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And he's like the first and last name in new Chavez releases.
Got
and
it.
has been for a really long time. Copper Light, dude.
Yeah.
They're legit, bro. They definitely are. See if you can get like an M4 version. It's worth it.
Yeah, I had a full titanium smock for a while, but I had to sell it so that I could get my my mini Tempest, and it was worth it, but I miss it. I want to get another one eventually.
Oh, how do you like your mini Evo?
My mini Evo? It's fucking awesome, dude.
Did you get both the drop point and the harpoon Tonto? Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did.
Oh,
He got both.
dang baller.
Did you get one?
No, I did not.
Me either.
It's fucking amazing, dude. This D10 is just the craziest thing you've ever experienced. I'm
You like
serious.
that D10 nub, huh? It's better
Oh,
than a
yeah.
ball.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Dude.
It's so snappy, you can hear it pop out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, RJs are the same way. If you pull it out, it's click.
Yeah, that's how snappy it is.
Dang.
Nuts, man.
I didn't get one. I mean, they're still available at a bunch of places. I was just worried that it would be too small, like the handle for my hand. That was
It
my
might
only
be.
concern.
It
Yeah.
might be. He is making the full size version at the end of the year, though. He's going to come out with the full size.
Yeah, I'm looking for that one for sure.
Yeah.
I will do that one.
Yeah.
I do own a custom Typhoon, but it's a field grade one, so it's like all acid wash, plain tie handles, but with a bunch of milling on it.
Oh, nice.
It's relatively new still, so it has lock stick.
Oh, okay.
And it's S35VN, not M390.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of these days I would love to have a Brian Nadeau custom.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
So bad news is no more arch nemesis for the rest of the year. He will start again next year.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's focusing on the Evo now.
Yes. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, man. That thing is, I mean, Evo, any more traditional blade will sell a lot faster and easier than a dagger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though his dagger is fucking sexy.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the gold standard, like
Yep.
of daggers.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
I'm still looking for a Walter Bren dagger. I saw one yesterday, and then I went to go hit buy, and then I got sniped.
Shit.
Oh. That's fucking brutal, dude.
This drop point mini Evo, I could argue is a perfect knife. Not the perfect knife, but just a perfect one. Something about this design just it's like the knife, one of the knifiest knives I've ever seen, if that makes any sense.
He admits that's the knife that changed his career forever.
Yeah, it's just fucking good, man. Really, really good.
I think that's the knife that won him best custom blade of the year. I forgot, 2017.
Oh,
I
really?
think it was. Okay. Yeah, he has a Blade Shield award for that Typhoon. Yeah.
Dude.
Dang, Ross got
well
one.
deserved, man. I mean, really, the thing is quality, like, and just beautiful, like the way he executed every aspect of it, like, is hard to find criticism in, honestly.
Seriously, yeah. Yeah,
dude.
I love it. Yeah, I think I mean, I'm gonna try to get one of the full size ones as well when they come.
Oh, definitely. Gotta have a full size one.
Yeah,
I told myself I'm never missing a Strap by Design drop ever again.
Ever. What's nice though is, like, with the mini, for example, he pushed out like enough of them that you can, like, if you go to, I don't know if I think I saw an email from like Smoky Mountain Knife Works, or you go to Blade HQ, like, you can still get one.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah, Arizona Custom Knives has a ton.
Yeah,
and you don't have to pay sales tax.
Ooh, there you go. So yeah, like, I really appreciate that. You know,
I was talking to Diener about it, and there is an aspect of it though where you're like, it at some point it becomes a little less special now that there's so many.
True.
Of them, you know. But it's awesome that everyone can get one. So I don't know. You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's just one of those things that like you're kind of screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. Like as a manufacturer, like he's gonna hear from people for fucking the next year if they weren't able to get one on the
Oh
drop,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna make extra.
Yeah.
Has
Dude.
Brian ever done a second run of anything? I thought it was just one massive run and that's it.
Just one. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, he did the mini typhoons before. This
I
isn't
thought those were just the regular Evos.
Well, there was a
I
micro
don't know.
Evo too. There was a micro.
Oh, there was a
Evo.
micro Evo. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking back years though. So
Well, maybe.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
I know.
He also. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done them before because whatchamacallit, like I know Knife Nuts podcast always does their special edition and you know
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, these are numbered as well. Somebody told me it's really tiny on the inside. I have 2,089
Damn.
and 1,183. So yeah, he made a fuck ton.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. I don't know. It may just barely fit my hands because the blade is 3 1/4. Overall length is 750. Usually 4 1/4 inches is like my minimum handle length.
Okay.
And I don't mind the Tonto with the purple haze carbon fiber.
Man, yeah. Well, I think the drop point kind of flows with the knife better a little bit.
Yeah.
That Tanto is wicked, dude. Wicked as fuck.
Damn. That's tempting. Well, and you know the Tonto's got a slight harpoon, which speaks to me personally.
Yeah.
You love the poon.
I do love the poon.
Hey man, gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, dude.
Oh, nice.
Appreciate that. Have you tried the new WorkSharp Pro sharpening system? No, I haven't. I didn't know there was one. WorkSharp Pro. Let's see. We're thinking about upgrading from the WorkSharp, or at least getting an attachment so that it has less flex on the clamp. Do you guys sharpen your knives? What do you use?
Yeah, right now I'm using this guy.
Okay, yeah, that's the same one I have. That's what I need right there. That 3D printed piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have them on
exactly what I
Etsy.
need.
It was like $7.
Oh, okay. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally ensures that there's like less flex, you know.
Yep.
The thing that I wish that they sold though is like I want new stones.
You can get a 3D printed attachment that goes on that same rod and it accepts regular stones. So you could buy any kind of stone you want and stick it in there.
Okay. I gotta look for that.
It's from a website called Grit-O-Matic.
Oh, okay. I know Grit-O-Matic. Yeah.
Yeah, they sell here, I'll pull it up. Yeah, it's just a thing that takes, I think, 1x4-inch stones, and you can just put whatever one you want in there. So you could have, the wide variety of stones that you want. And I've noticed that these WorkSharp ones, kind of like, I think I've had my WorkSharp Precision Adjust for like a year, and I've had to replace the stones on it like 3 times now, I think, because they wear out if you use them a lot.
That's exactly my concern because like mine, I'm starting to see like I'm getting less and less performance out of them as time goes on.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're cheap,
And
but I don't know.
yeah, it's just they don't sell them like by themselves, which kind
Oh,
of
they do.
drives me nuts. Do they? I've never
Yeah,
seen them for sale, but
you just stick them on. They're like adhesive on there.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're only like $7. So yeah, or get yourself some. They're on the workshop website, and you'll notice a huge difference when you go to sharpen your knife. It'll be so quick. You'll be like, oh fuck, mine were worn out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I can't find them right now, but they're on Gridomatic, that stone holder thing.
Sweet. Okay. I
But
gotta check that out. Do they have any? Did he do the mini Evo in just? Oh, he did do it in like standard, just green micarta.
yeah, that's the
Ooh,
one I have on my drop point. I think the micarta and tie looks really good.
it does. It's a classic combo, and it would actually encourage me to use the knife more.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yep. That's what I told myself since I got both. The drop point I'm going to actually use, and then the Tonto I'm going to keep nice and pretty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm still
Get
so
tempted.
sad, man. I almost got that stitch, and the freaking company emailed me and said, "Oh man, we just saw that you're in California, and we can't ship automatics to California."
Oh,
Like,
fuck.
dude, an
That's some
all
bullshit.
black DLC stitch. Like, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Dude,
I
that hurts, man.
dude, especially that I've been like searching for it for like 3 years.
Yep.
3 years.
Fuck.
Bastards.
Where was it from? Where was it from? Because I thought a lot of the smaller retailers will ship to you. I think the only time I've been denied an auto was like by Blade HQ and Knife Center and shit like that.
Dude, it was I think they were like in Chicago or something like that, you know? And yeah, dude, they were just like, nope, not gonna do it. It's like, fuck, man. And now they're sold out. So I can't even order it and get it sent to like a buddy's place.
That's such bullshit, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
a
really
little
get that.
salty.
I don't get it because they're not illegal to own. You know what I mean?
Right. Like I can possess it. I just,
Yeah.
if I get caught up in some legal issue like on the street, then they'll
Which,
care,
yeah, which would never ever happen unless you're already doing something illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So dude, I mean, I go out with my I'm not
We have
allowed to
stupid
own.
laws. That's all it is.
Yeah, like I'm not allowed to own the EXO, and I carry this thing all the time.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
So, well, yeah, no, duty's in California too. CPM, he
Yeah, I know.
knows. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I've been carrying my new axial shift. I don't care, man. I don't do illegal things. So I'm never gonna get searched ever. I'm never gonna be walking down the street and a cop's gonna see the pocket clip and be like, "Hey, is that an automatic knife you got there?" This is not gonna happen. There's literally no way that you can get in trouble.
yeah.
It just won't happen.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Plus, like, what's the dude? Okay, you're telling me that that's less or more safe than a freaking auto.
A button. Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It's stupid. It's crazy, and a lot of people still think that if you put an auto up to your skin and pull the switch, that it'll shoot straight into your body.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
Old
people
ones,
still think
single
that.
action old ones, maybe, but nowadays, no.
Yeah, not even close. It won't even
Yeah.
go through a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. There needs to be like some mass education going on You know?
No, they don't. They don't. It's the same thing like the whole
They
like
don't
gun
care.
industry. They don't care. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
they
you're right.
just want to like win points for like being concerned with like the safety of people. It's
Yeah.
like okay, whatever.
I think the most ridiculous one is that Bali songs are illegal. Like, what the fuck? Those are even
Yeah.
like, why? It's going to take you longer to get it out and deploy it than any other knife.
And you
It's
know,
the same reason why you can commit a felony at Home Depot.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's you can literally walk down the street with a fixed blade knife on your hip.
Yeah.
It's legal. Like I've done it. I've gone like with my buddies overlanding and stuff like that down in LA, and I took my 3V like survival knife with me, put it on my hip. We went to like gas stations. We went to like all these other places, 7-Eleven beforehand to get like little odds and ends. Nobody looked at me weird. Nobody said shit to me.
No. Yeah. Completely
And it's
legal.
completely legal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a Bali, no, that's dangerous.
That's
Dangerous
so
for the
weird.
user.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You're more likely to hurt yourself.
Yeah. I really think you think it comes from like those old movies where the bad guys are always like, haha, they're flipping out their Bali song and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. You know, like
So
You can totally tell.
"Wah."
You can totally tell that government grabbed like a knife enthusiast and tried to write legislation, and then in the middle of it, he's like, "What the fuck am I doing in here? I'm here to screw
Right.
myself? No, let's just make it as vague as possible."
yeah. Yeah. The more vague the better.
Mhm. Jesse, I think you're right. There was like a series of like articles and movies that were referenced when they started talking about like
Oh yeah,
I
West Side
know
Story was like the big thing that banned switchblades.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And gravity knives, like I know in New York, were largely banned because you can buy them at little like bodegas
Right.
for like
You could buy
10
them in
bucks.
Chinatown. Yep.
Yeah. And then like street kids were using them in crimes, you know? So they were like, "Oh, the problem isn't crime. The problem is this little $10 gravity knife."
You want to know the
Yeah.
funny part? They picked all the bad knives to rob people with.
Right? They're super cheap.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was thinking
So,
that the other day. I wonder how many crimes were actually committed with like, I don't know, a microtech, you know? Like
right,
an
right.
actual nice expensive knife. I bet very, very
no.
little.
The
No,
only
it's
guy that knew
more
what he was doing was the guy that killed Bob Lee.
yeah.
He
Dude, no,
had he had an Espada XL and stabbed him with it, and that guy died on the spot.
but
Espada.
most knife crimes are whatchamacallit are kitchen knives.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Think about it.
yep.
You've got an 8-inch, you know, ultra sharp slicey knife in your kitchen right now. If you've got a knife set, I would
Oh yeah.
much rather have that in a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you love those company policies? Oh, you're not allowed to bring a knife to work, but there's a fucking 9-inch chef's knife right there,
Yeah.
Exactly.
free for everybody to
Exactly.
use.
Right. No, but my little 3-inch like letter opener, basically, that's the
Ooh, it's
concern.
tactical.
Yeah. It looks scary.
Right? Oh no. Oh no.
I saw that Knife Rights was actually starting to put in whatever, like starting the process on getting some California knife laws taken care of. So at
I
least
hope
starting the
so.
process. Yeah. I
Because
don't know if
it's
that'll
all
ever happen.
part of that, like, you know, two-way thing here that, like, they don't want us having any sort of like right to carry or defend ourselves or whatever, which, like, okay, whatever. There are more like guns and knives in the state of California than any other state. Like, I can't remember, but Blade HQ a few years ago released like a statistic, like an infographic where all their sales went. Largest volume of sales went to California,
Really?
like hands
Wow.
down. Oh yeah,
No,
yes.
Central California.
I bet.
Fair enough. I can't argue that.
There are no knife wielders here in the suburbs.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it ended up being people like me who ended up moving to Central California.
Yeah.
Speaking of like crazy knife laws, right? For example.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have these crazy county laws here. So if you're in the Bay Area, you can do whatever you want. But once you're in Oakland, anything above 2 inches will land you in jail.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's true. But like here's perfect example for LA and like San Francisco proper. This, because it's 3 inches, sheep's foot. This is not a piercing knife, like at all. Completely illegal. Completely illegal.
Really?
Right? Because it's 3 inches or above.
Huh.
But in like the city, San Francisco and LA proper, I can carry this legally. A freaking karambit, which is only purpose is for like hurting a person,
Yeah.
right? But it's a 2.5-inch blade.
Yeah.
So I'm legal, and I have another karambit fixed blade that's 2 inches. And so I can go to Oakland and carry that as long as it's not like concealed,
Yeah.
So, or actually, no, that's not a karambit. That's a Pakal. Yeah. But it's evil. Like it's a little 2-inch stout blade that you can just like grip
Oh,
and
it'll
rip
tear
with.
you up. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah, it makes no sense.
right? It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that this is legal in most cities.
Yeah. A tool made for hurting people.
Right. But my little
Yeah.
sheep's foot, because it's, over a certain inch length.
Yeah.
Scary.
Gosh.
Yeah, man. I love sharing it with like my friends down in LA. Like I used to have this Justin Lundquist knife that was like perfect for like cutting up steaks and stuff like that. And so whenever we'd barbecue, I'd bust it out and I'd hand it to them and I was like, "You're breaking the law now. You've got an over 3-inch knife." They're like, "What? What?" Like, "Yeah, dude, that's an illegal knife." Like, damn you, Sharif.
Check this out. One of my subscribers and fellow YouTuber gave me this really old Spyderco Police.
Dope.
This is from the 90s. Look at this thing.
Dang.
That thing is ancient.
Rated.
Oh my god, that thing is ancient.
Yeah, it's from the 90s. It has a patent.
Almost looks like a Dolica.
Yeah. It's got the patent on the clip right there.
Oh shit, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is.
Full stainless steel. It's heavy. And
oh yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty cool, man.
Awesome.
Knife
that
history.
Is sick.
That is a pocket brisket cutter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they still made the Police. You can still get the Police, same knife but updated with VG10.
Dude,
this
that's
is
awesome.
I've never heard. It says ATS 55. Have you ever heard of that blade steel?
Not 55.
What's the name of the steel?
ATS 55.
No, never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
I know that there's a ATS variant that's
It's stainless?
kind of like, yeah. I think all of the ATSs were stainless, if I'm not mistaken.
This has got to be stainless. It would have some
Rust
patina.
all over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was like there's an ATS variant that was kind of like RWL 34, but I
Okay.
don't remember the ATS number.
I'll just Google it real quick. Let's see.
Dude, Duty, have you and Jason been hovering on bento box shop since I showed it to you guys?
Oh yeah, I did it a couple times, and then I had to stop myself because I would have spent too much. Yeah. Yeah.
The website is evil, dude.
Yeah. Have you made any purchases on there recently?
No, I got my crewwear Yojimbo, and I've been super happy. What I really do want though is like I can't remember which steel they did it in. It was either S90 or S110V Manix with like the G10 scales. That'll be my next Spyderco purchase.
Nice.
And I may get the new military once they come out with a crazy steel variant, but with the compression lock.
That'd be
like,
badass.
Dude, the paramilitary is too small for my hands, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, like I'll show you. I got mine right here.
Oh,
my
yeah,
pinky hits that hump.
Yeah.
So I think the military will be perfect because
it should be.
It'll just give me a little bit extra room, you know?
I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're choked back, I mean, I'm not hitting it, but I could see how you could if your hands were bigger than mine. Yeah.
And if I wear like my shooting gloves, this turns into a 3-finger knife for me.
Yeah. Yeah. How much larger is the military?
Oh, it's a good like half an inch larger. Like it's
Let's see. It is overall 9.5 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blade 4
That's the
inches.
thing. I like the paramilitary too, the PM3, you know, like all of them. But I want one that like I can fit my whole hand on, you know.
Yeah, the blade is a whole 5/8 longer too.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a bit bigger.
Yeah, I just want it in like something sick, like crew wear or K3 or 390. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I just got my first Delica and my first Spyderco K390, and holy shit, dude. Their K390 is nuts. Absolutely nuts, man.
Oh,
I love it.
Dang. Because like I saw everybody going nuts on them like back in the day on with when they did the PM2 drop, you know, and it was like 15V before 15V, you know, it was that kind of like level of height, you know, and I was like, oh man, I want to get this, but I already have a paramilitary too that my hands don't fit on. Like, what's the point of having another one? You know?
Yeah.
But I'm hoping they do some special editions of that full size military.
They should. They seem like they always do. It just you might have to wait a little while, but I bet they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep on checking Bento Box Shop and like the usual suspects, you know?
Yeah, it'll pop up.
Yeah. I hope people get hyped for it, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are those people that are really into just the huge Spydercos, like the stretches and the, those kinds of knives.
CPM's one of them, man. He skipped the Yojimbo and went straight for the Yojumbo.
I did skip the Yojimbo. I think it's too
Yeah.
small for me, man.
What are you
Mr.
talking
Prosthetic.
about, CPN? Look at my hands on the Yojimbo. Like my hand fits on it
That's
perfectly.
huge.
That is a small
Mr.
knife, sir.
Mr. Prosthetic just got a Yojimbo and sent me a picture of it next to the Shaman, and I was like, "Oh fuck! I didn't know it was that big."
It is a big knife. I'll give him that.
Massive.
I own 3.
I didn't know you owned 3. Dang, dude.
Yeah, I hopped on the Spyderco S90 pretty hard.
All right, fair enough. Dang. CPM Crewwear Manix 2, $400 on
Oh gosh.
Bento Box Shop. Yeah.
Bo Hundo.
I love me some Crewwear, but not $400 for a Manix.
Nah.
Love it.
I think the Manix is the most well-rounded Spyderco.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great size. The blade stock's a lot thinner than like the PM2 and the Shaman and all that. Probably the sliciest full size Shaman that I've tried at least. It's great.
Yeah, man. It's ergonomically really well resolved, really like well done knife all around. I can't find fault with it if I'm honest.
Have you tried the XL Manix?
I did, and I felt it was a little too extra for me. Like when I get into like really big knives, I'm looking for, like my Emerson. I'm looking for like a fighting kind of defensive tool, but like EDC, I think like standard Manix is really good. You know?
Same here.
Even the Ojimbo, like I consider, I mean, it is a fighting knife, but it's like every dimension of it hits my hand like just right, so I don't need like more. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so funny about knives. So like I love big knives, but like if something hits just right, I won't go for like more of it. You know?
Yeah.
But dude.
Speaking of big knives, this MSI is massive, dude.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask you about that. What is it? I mean, I've seen the review. Like, is the D10 really that bleh?
Here, I'm gonna reverse look it as hard as I possibly can. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Really?
I cannot reverse look this thing without a little bit of wrist. I can't do it.
Is it?
See, I can do it there. If I just hold it like I normally do, I can't.
So M390 MK is at 51 Rockwell. That's soft.
Yeah, it's soft as well. Yeah.
Really? You said 51 HRC?
It was tested at 51. Yeah.
What the hell?
There it is with the Shaman. It's fucking huge.
Okay, yeah, that is fucking gigantic.
Yeah. I was surprised.
The Shaman is a big knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
You know, it's really smooth on the drop.
Yeah. Well, it's got a lot of blade mass, so I would expect that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks badass. There were a couple hot spots, mostly the clip. See how it pokes up?
Yeah.
Sorry, 61. My bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's the ideal HRC for M390 again?
I think like 63.
It's been a minute. Here, hold on. Let me.
I don't know.
Pull up
Let's look.
the book. I always have this guy nearby.
Oh, nice.
Let me see.
I mean, I guess
Okay,
it could break in and get smoother, but because I've seen people reverse flick them. I don't know.
Here we go. Edge retention.
I think Bluetooth plays is right. Optimal is 63.
63.
Yeah, I'm just double checking because, like, I always forget it because, like, nobody hits it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like K390 is 63. See, it's really interesting because like steels like S90V and S110V are like in theory so much easier to achieve like the proper heat treat using like the 59 to 61 HRC kind of like standard.
Uh-huh.
And everybody wants edge retention. So why don't we use that?
Yeah.
You know?
Because
Like,
S110 is difficult to work with.
yeah, it'll eat through your belts, but
Yep,
shit, man.
for
You
sure.
can pay premium for that. Okay, well this chart says 204p, which is the same as M390, is best at like 61 and a half.
Okay.
To get like optimal edge retention.
Minimum, right?
But yeah, like 61.5 I would say is solid. But it's just interesting because like the step up between like S30 and M390 is minimal. You
Yeah.
can actually get better edge retention out of S30V if you could get it up to like 64.5 HRC.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, it is a slightly new steel, right? I think they might have. Do you think they have like plausible deniability with the HRC saying, "Oh, it's it's M390 MK. It's going to be a little different," you know?
I think the only inclusion or changes that they made for it was for like polishing, so it's a little bit shinier when you
Yeah.
like did a mirror polished edge, you know. I my issue, and it's always been my issue with M390, is most people don't heat treat it right regardless. So you end up getting the same performance as you would get out of like S35.
Yeah.
So why am I paying the premium? Why am I literally paying an extra like $50 more
Yeah.
for M390 when I'm getting S35 performance?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not an HRC guy, but it's just like give
Yeah.
me 61 HRC S35 VN all day.
Hell yeah. I agree, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I wouldn't buy this knife. If I did own it, though, I mean, slow rolling it out, it feels pretty good. You know, it's got a really nice click. You know, locking it out.
Yeah.
I think it looks nice. It looks badass.
Yeah.
It doesn't slice super well. It's got pretty thick blade stock. I think a hollow grind on here would be awesome.
Dude.
So I don't know. I wish it had a nice crispy detent feeling. You know what I mean? It'd be
Do you
so
think
sweet.
if we like upgraded the spring, you could really get that like nice snappy detent out of it?
Maybe. I don't know. It seems like these. I mean, this is basically a crossbar lock, right?
Right.
I mean, it's the same concept. It's not really a barb. It's more of like a tab. But I think even with the stronger springs, it's never really going to be that snappy. Because like with the Pulsar here, I put the stronger springs in here, and it didn't create a crispier detent. It was just harder to flick it out. There was more holding it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no breakaway. It was just like harder to get out.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I wonder about that with like my Benchmades versus like my Giant Mouse Nazca, right?
Uh-huh.
Like this is how I've always wanted my Benchmades to feel. Like
Yeah.
it really pops, you know, and it like sucks it in when it closes, you know.
Yep.
But from what you're telling me, the MSI kind of sounds like just a big Benchmade.
Oh, exactly. Honestly, I think even a little bit worse than the Benchmades I've tried.
Oh,
And I've owned a Griptilian, a Bug Out, and a Mini Adamus, and this feels a little bit worse, actually.
okay, that's a nail in the coffin for me right there.
Yeah, yeah. I have heard that the stitch feels a little bit crispier, but
Okay.
still, I mean, a little crispier than this is going to feel probably something like a Benchmade does, you know.
Oof.
So I don't know.
Ouch.
Some people don't care, you know,
Yeah. No, I
but
do.
I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
B. Walsh
So,
was asking you if you're going to go for the Ram Lock stitch.
oh, no, no. I'd love to try one,
Yeah.
but judging from this, no, no.
Dude, that's
It sucks,
unfortunate.
man. Because man, yeah, it really does suck. Because this could have been so badass.
Give it to Wii; they'll fix it.
Yeah,
Or
I've heard
best
that.
deck.
I've heard that Wii Ziphius is some of the best button lock action ever. I keep hearing that.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's a different locking mechanism, but
Yeah.
they know how to do their stuff.
As begrudgingly as I am about that, yeah, like Wii does really good manufacturing 9 times out of 10. They really rarely miss, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And
So yeah.
lately, though, I gotta also say, though, best tech, man, like I have always wanted to like, but have never really liked any giant mouse until they did the Nazca with best tech. And just the way that this thing feels, the access bar lock, the way, you know, it just like fires out consistently. Even the ergonomics like work in a way that a lot of giant mouses don't. Like Bestech knocked it out of the park. The micarta feels amazing. Like no hotspots. All of the usual little giant mouse like quirks that I don't
Yeah.
like have been like ironed out. So Bestech killed it, you know.
Yeah, ever since you brought that up a few lives ago, I've been thinking about that knife.
Mhm.
I want that thing. I will get one
Dude,
eventually.
I'll tell you how good it is, man. Like it's so good. I bought two.
Oh shit! Hell
Yeah,
yeah!
I I had this one, and then Tactical Terry was selling this one, so I snagged it from him.
Nice.
So yeah, man. I just
Double
said
fisting.
I kept on looking at the green micarta on their website, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want that one too.
How much are they?
If you get them on sale, they're usually 180, but I think they sell for like 215
Oh, that's not too bad.
with it off like when they're not on sale.
Yeah. Do they have titanium liners?
No, they're steel liners.
Okay.
The They feel about the same, but the brown micarta has a stonewash blade. The green has a satin like ground blade, and the green has a brass backspacer. The brown has a titanium backspacer. So
Okay. Which do you like
it's all
better?
of I like them equally. I'm a sucker for like a nice like machine ground satin,
Yeah.
you know? Like Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can kind of see that how it looks there.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
You know, and
Yeah.
then you got the brass backspacer.
Yeah.
But I got nothing but good things to say though about this Stonewash too. Sorry, mine's a bit dirty from using it recently, but
Yeah, that looks really good.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then you got the titanium. So both of them, like, they're just different flavors. Honestly,
Yeah.
they're both equally like I like both of them.
I'll grab one of those sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
I've been wanting
I,
to.
I definitely wouldn't miss out on it because, like, unlike um, the majority of the ones that are made like in Italy, these don't really have any manufacturing like inconsistencies.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I put skiffs in mine, and it just
Oh,
made the centering like perfect, like rock solid. You know.
I can't find any right now.
Are they sold out?
Well, let's see. You can get them at the Giant Mouse website for $225.
Okay. Yeah.
But is there anywhere else that's cheaper, or is that kind of it?
That I don't know.
I'll have to
But
look around.
I do recommend getting it directly from them in case you have any warranty issues. They
Oh, that's true.
get a little funny about like warrantying stuff if it's bought from a third party vendor, you
Okay,
know?
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 225 is not bad.
Oh, Dang Ross says Freydon has a full titanium M390 Nazca for 285.
Oh
If you
shit.
want the full tie version.
I kind of do. God damn it.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Full tie, having the full tie version would be fucking nice.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's wrap this up.
Sounds good.
Thanks for
Oh,
hanging, fellas.
are you coming to Blade Show?
No, I can't make it this year,
Okay,
sadly. Yeah. Yeah.
dude.
I'm shooting for next year.
You're all by yourself,
Oh,
Shree.
yeah, right.
Jason's going, right? Jason's going.
Yeah, I told him he better go. I mean, he's in the same damn state.
Yeah,
You know?
I think he's going. I think he got a ticket already.
Good.
Yeah, I want to. I can't swing it right now, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
prepared for next year.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Thanks
you
for
and
hanging out,
Maddie are gonna
fellas.
join us. It's gonna be sick.
I don't know where Jason went or Diener, but we had you guys, so that was fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out. Who do you have
See you on the next one.
Hey Man gave out some memberships, Ground Fog, so he probably gave you one.
Nice.
Cool. All right. Later, folks.
Have a good night, people.
Adios.